YouTube. So I recently had the idea to try as many apps as I could because I had heard about the same apps over and over again, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna look for Korean specific apps and I'm going to try a bunch of them. So it took me about a day to preliminary test all of these. Not all of them are specifically for Korean instruction. For example, this is a calendar type thing. This is menu, and actually I really like this. I'm gonna keep that. What else was there? Oh yeah, this is actually Korean courses, so lectures, and this is not even in Korean. It's just about Korea in English. It's like a news thing, but I want to keep that because I downloaded that for a specific reason. So I'm about to go through and get rid of some here, starting with Ling. So the thing about Learn Korean with Masterling is it's sort of like only the first two lessons are free, so it's really basic. And I have this hard fast rule that any app or book that tries to teach me 당신은요 as a normal thing that people say in everyday conversation with a stranger, that's immediately going in my trash list. There was like no way I wanted to see what their advanced was because their basic was already like misleading. So I'm just gonna delete that one real quick, uninstall. This one, I don't exactly remember this one in the moment, but it is, oh, it's a vocabulary one, and I also do not trust anything that says fun, easy. I like fun, and sometimes easy's okay, but generally if it has easy in the title, it's not going to be very substantial. No, this doesn't even have a very big selection of things, and it just teaches you a bunch of punmar to start with, and I think that is pretty it can be detrimental, but also it's just got a bunch of phrases straight up, so we are going to delete that one. This one I actually liked, but the problem is when it says basic, it means that I've already passed all of the 90 grammar points taught in here. It was a really good app, and I do enjoy it. It's very straightforward, gives you the grammar point, gives you an example sentence, gives you the English version, of course. It doesn't use romanization, from what I remember. One thing that I did find a little bit weird about it was that sometimes it would teach a verb as like a grammar point. But overall, it is good, and I would recommend if you're new to grammar, starting with this over some other apps. This one is okay because of the amount of words it has, but this is definitely not my style of learning. One thing is nice is it's free. It has somewhere around 4,000 to 5,000 words, if I remember correctly, which is a good chunk. But the cons that I wrote down were that the pronunciation, and well, I mean, the Korean pronunciation was a little weird, but like the English pronunciation was a bit weird. And so I'm just like, I didn't enjoy that. So this isn't one I'm going to be continuing using. Yeah, and it's got a lot of things you can work with. Ooh, I like that it has improvement ideas. But yeah, this one could be useful in the right hands. It's not my way of learning, so I will be uninstalling this one. Okay, so I didn't realize there was a difference between EPS Topic and normal Topic. I thought it was a organization, so I downloaded a couple EPS Topic things, and it is a completely different topic. So although this one was kind of cool, it didn't teach me, it's not the level I need it to be. Remove that real quick. Delete apps. I can't really give a review of this one because I never actually got it to work. It's sad. So I'm just gonna install that real quick. Opening Korean Test 1. This one was a little bit confusing. I kind of liked it. But it is similar to another app on here, and actually it just looks like a copy. The news feature doesn't work. But the thing with that is it could actually just be my device. because I'm currently using a computer because my device is out of my tablet is out of power. And I'm using an emulator rather than an actual Android machine. So that could be the issue here. There was like a daily vocab that I thought was interesting. Nice thing you can take notes. I've never done that. But yeah, daily test was pretty fun. I liked it. But this function here, learn with the news, has never worked for me. So I am going to have to figure out which one of these I get rid of because I do like this. So I'm actually going to keep it. But this one and this one are practically the same app. So I will have to test those a little bit more and figure out like why they're the same app and what to do about that. This one never got it to work, so let's just uninstall that. I don't even know what it looks like on the inside. When I looked at the app page again, I couldn't find it, so I'm just gonna install it. Topic test, EPS topic. So I'm gonna delete that real quick. And whether it'll be effective for me to use it or not is up in the air. I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to keep it, and if I get bored with my normal studies, I'll use it as my break time. So it's like, oh, I've got a 30-minute break in between 4 hours of studying. Let's go play a game. The games are actually pretty fun, and they're organized in alphabetical order. So you know what? I'm just not going to talk about the ones I like, and I'm just going to get rid of the ones I don't. This one didn't work. This one just didn't work. You had to go to a browser, and because I'm on like an emulator, it didn't actually get me to the right link, so I never actually got to practice listening. So I'm going to delete that. Here's another EPS one, and I don't think I even got to try that properly, so I'm just gonna excuse me, delete that. Definitely don't recommend Junsub Locker or Topic Locker. Yoboseo. I don't remember this one already, and Smile did not work for me at all. I haven't looked at this one, but I do know that it is not primarily for. Oh, this is about Korean law. Yeah, I'm gonna read this later. I want to learn a little bit more about Korean law. This right here, not deleting because it's about. No, I am gonna delete because it's just telling me the names of countries when I click on them. So, GD is the word for geography, by the way. So I'm gonna uninstall that real quick. Topic. Yeah, I basically decided anything after like this point was delete. I don't remember the individuals anymore. I just remember that none of them were like up to the standards that I would need for an app right now. This one's pretty good from what I remember. Like the explanations are pretty good. They have several different not verbs, different ways you can say the word. So like the word of the day for today is sunsu, and like sunsu를 지니다. And they explain that, and there are like 5 different versions of that. But this is 한국어 학습 사전. So basically, you type a word to look it up, you get examples, and other than the word of the day, it does not present any words to you just naturally. You should be able to use this instead of daum or naver, but honestly, if you have to look up a word, I would recommend using daum or naver rather than this. So I'm just going to delete this because I'm not going to use it. This is Korean words topic, and this one I actually had before I had this idea to just try all of these crazy apps. And the thing about that was I like it because of how much content it has, but it's it's kind of boring. I've tried studying the way that this presents, and it's never worked out for me. I downloaded this one because I like keeping track of things in Korean. That's how I normally learn vocabulary. That's how I know most of my vegetables. That's how I know dates, etc. I just started using them. but this is actually for brands, bands, like just to tell you when they're coming up. So this wasn't what I thought it was, and that is my fault. But I'm going to uninstall it right now. So those are all the ones I've uninstalled, and the next part is going to be me going into more details about this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye.